You can call me stupid, yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy, you can say I'm weak.
What's going on, people? Kunal here. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm over here in Dallas right now. We're getting started for our live event that we're doing, which is going to be really awesome. We've been working on this thing for a while. It's going to be really just a small group of people that are flying into Dallas, and we're going to be spending 6 days together talking about trading basically all day, all night, working on stuff, and we got some fun activities planned. But it's really going to be a cool conference because probably, as most of you guys know, most conferences they pack 1,000 people in, right? And you just hear a bunch of speakers give off their resumes, but this is going to just be a one-band show. Me and my mentor Paul and a couple other people will be teaching, and we'll have 15 students all just crammed in together and really working on some cool stuff. So it's going to be exciting. But I wanted to go over something. Somebody in the chat room had asked me to make a video on this today. We have been trading IPO stocks pretty much every day in our chat room. And it's been really I think probably one of the hottest kind of setups to do for day trading, but also in general for even swing trading and stuff. If you look at over the course of this year, the hottest stocks have been new IPOs. And so there's been so many DocuSign, right? So many of these have just gone up and just been running rampant. And so one of the things that we've been doing every day is pre-market. I make myself a list of maybe any upcoming IPOs that might be launching that day, and we start day trading them for that first day, because usually you can get some really nice runs in them. And we've seen a couple of them, this BE. Oh man, this thing went just berserko, right? From 19 all the way to, it was rampant today, right? Up to $30. So there was a TLRY, same type of deal. It launched, and then for a couple days it just ran up so hard. And so those end up being really good day traders because it's a new issue. Everybody's piling into them, and also the float happens to be really low on these things. And so it's kind of cool. I use a website called IPO Scoop to get the IPO. So that's something you guys can look up and see what new issues are coming. And then what you really want to do is just a really simple strategy. Real simple strategy. I'll show you one that we did on the SONO in the chat room. So the other day in the chat room, we really killed it on the SONO. Made $1,400 on it, and I believe it was 1,000 on SONO itself. So it's pretty cool. So overall, it was an okay day. I made $1,400, but a lot of it came on this SONO, and it was a very simple strategy that I think you guys can use, and it's really been showing up a lot. And this is what we call a shake and bake strategy. So number one, of course, we're doing this with IPOs, but the actual entry on it is really interesting. So, we took this trade at the open and did some other things, but a majority of the gains was actually made on the shake and bake, which is really just a remounting strategy where, a lot of times you get a big run like this, and you see how you start to go sideways and you start to consolidate here. A lot of people think that's a flag, but that's actually a false flag move due to the time of day and the length of the flag. That's usually an area that's going to get shorted. And so, that's something that, we typically won't buy. But what we like to do in that is play the false flag, meaning when the flag actually breaks down, a lot of people think the stock will come ripping down, but it doesn't. Oftentimes it'll shake and bake, meaning it'll shake down and then rip back above, and you get this nice movement. So, we caught a really good trade on this because this thing popped back. And then once it popped up and made a higher low, I always looking for those higher lows. You can rip this thing. And so, I ended up adding this thing as it broke back over the EMAs in anticipation of the breakout. And then it had a really kind of nice run into the close. And obviously I didn't hold it all the way, but I ended up adding 600 shares here, and we caught a really good rip on it at the end. And so just a simple strategy that we're using with momentum stocks like IPOs, and you're really seeing like quite a bit. This Arlo, you know, very similar kind of look yesterday. You know, after that pop up, you got a shake and bake. See that shake and bake, and then back off to the upside, and that's just a tried and true pattern because it catches everybody going one way and then back the other. So hopefully that helps. You know, I know we talk a lot about this in our 60-day boot camp. A lot of you guys are in it. So we'll be going, of course, more in depth into it. But I wanted to throw this off to you to kind of get your heads thinking that not every pattern is just going to be like a horizontal line that you just draw on top of a stock. Sometimes you want to shake and bake so that you catch people off guard. And that's when the real rips happen. So hopefully that helps. And let me know if you have any questions. You know, make sure to like or subscribe or do all that stuff that all the YouTubers ask you for. And I will see you guys all in a little bit. And by the way, I really appreciate you guys coming in for the pre-market shows. I know we've been having some technical difficulties a couple times with the OBS on my laptop, but I enjoy doing them. I do love seeing you guys there. So I'll see everybody tomorrow morning, as always, right before the market.